Are you looking for the best Fujifilm cameras? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best Fujifilm cameras on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Fujifilm X-T5. Let's dive right into the business end of the Fujifilm X series camera range. If you're looking for the ultimate Fuji photography experience with a camera that ticks all the boxes and still delivers surprises, you're in the right place. Launched in late 2022, the Fujifilm X-T5 is the photography flagship X series camera that embraces everything that makes Fuji cameras amazing to shoot with. The original Fujifilm X-T1 was launched in 2014 to offer enthusiast and pro photographers simplicity and choice in an otherwise complex camera market. While it didn't always reach the performance and specs of other popular brands, the X-T1 offered stylish design and ergonomics, Fuji's renowned color science, and a little magic that enhanced the joy of photography. The classic retro camera styling and the manual command dials for ISO, shutter speed, and exposure stood out the most. I picked up a Fujifilm X-T1 at launch and instantly fell in love with it. It was the first of many Fuji cameras to grace my kit. 5 generations later, the Fujifilm X-T5 holds to the original design and performance principles of the original. Fuji has implemented the Kaizen philosophy to improve, enhance, and refine the X-T series. The X-T5 proves that approach and offers enthusiast and professional photographers class-leading performance and output. The Fujifilm X-T5 is relatively lightweight at 557 g, 1.23 pounds, and, despite the beast hiding under the hood, still retains a compact form of 129.5 by 91 by 63.8 mm, 5.1 x 3.58 x 2.51. At first glance, the X-T5 resembles a retro film camera, primarily due to the raised hot shoe mount and the manual control dials. Number 2. Fujifilm X-H2S. Where the Fujifilm X-T5 is the flagship photography camera, the impressive Fujifilm X-H2S is the standout hybrid digital camera ideal for high-end video recording. In many ways, the X-H2S is a different beast from the highly acclaimed X-T5. While it retains some retro charm, it's a more sophisticated design tailored to professional visual medium production. The original Fuji X-H1 was launched in 2018 to offer serious photographers an alternative to the bigger and more expensive Pro DSLR competitors. The X-H1 was larger and featured a more prominent grip than the X-T models. In 2022, Fuji launched the upgraded X-H2S, which features a high-quality image sensor and powerful X processor for faster readout speeds. The company also launched the X-H2 later the same year, which has a higher MP image sensor and can record up to 8K video. As a result, the choice of which is best is a little muddy. Where the X-H1 offered 2 manual control dials for ISO and shutter speed, the X-H2S committed further to the DSLR market by providing a single PSM command dial. PSM refers to program, aperture priority, shutter priority, and manual modes. While the X-H1 boasted dual UHS-2 SD card slots, videographers and hybrid content creators praised the shift to a UHS-2/CF Express Type B combo found on the X-H2S. At 136.3 x 92.9 by 84.6 mm, 5.37 x 3.66 x 3.33, and weighing 660 g, 1.46 pounds, the X-H2S is a far bigger and heavier camera than the X-T5. Considering Fuji is targeting Pro DSLR appeal, the larger and deeper grip adds ergonomic comfort and allows for the housing of a larger NPW235S battery. Regarding core specs, the hybrid shooter boasts a 26.1 MP X-Trans CMOS 5HS image sensor, powerful X processor 5, and 5-axis sensor shift in body image stabilization, delivering up to 7 stops of light. Number 3. Fujifilm X100 VI. While Fujifilm has been in the photography, film, and imaging business for 90 years, the Japanese giant didn't release the first X-series camera until 2011. At the time, DSLRs were king and queen of the show, and digital mirrorless cameras with APS-C sensors were considered substandard. However, Fuji, the great innovator, proved the industry wrong with the launch of the original Fujifilm X100. The Fujifilm X100 instantly caught the attention of photographers looking for a compact, fixed-lens shooter. What's more, the classic rangefinder film camera styling, hybrid viewfinder, and Fuji color were instant drawcards. This original X100 digital camera converted me from a tired and cranky Canon shooter to a Fuji shooter for life. We have the impressive and highly sought-after Fujifilm X100 VI generations later. The Fuji X100 VI represents the best the brand offers, somehow crammed into a near-pocketable point-and-shoot. First and foremost, the X100 VI houses flagship power thanks to the 40.2 MP X-Trans CMOS 5HR, X processor 5, and 5-axis sensor shift image stabilization, delivering up to 7 stops of light. Most importantly, the 6 retains the same form and retro styling as the original model, just with juiced-up specs. The lower two-thirds of the body is wrapped in a synthetic material for assured grip. The top third of the camera is exposed alloy and houses the tactile ISO/shutter speed and exposure compensation command dial. One of the standout features is the hybrid EVF/OVF with its bright 3.69 million dots of resolution. However, at the flick of a switch, the EVF drops out of sight, allowing for old-school optical composition through the magnified eyepiece. The X100 VI houses a 31.62 m tilting touchscreen that supports low and high-level shooting. However, compared to other Fuji cameras, it's a little underpowered. Number 4. Fujifilm X-T50. The new Fujifilm X-T50 is a bit of a surprise package, which has caused some confusion among Fuji loyalists. A little context is required before we get into that and all this impressive camera has to offer. Fuji's X-T1 to the current X-T5 has always been the flagship photography camera in the range. The X-T range features the best of Fuji sensors, processors, focus performance, and more. To also support entry-level and enthusiast photographers, the company introduced the X-T10 in early 2015. The X-T10 offered similar yet pared-back retro styling, performance, and features. It was also significantly cheaper than the X-T1 at the time. Fuji's X-T-XX series kept pace with each generation of X-T-X cameras, the X-T2 and X-T20, X-T3, and X-T30. Surprisingly, rather than releasing an X-T40 to complement the X-T4, it released an X-T32. It still makes no sense to me. The X-T5 is now the top-tier Fuji photography camera, and the brand has just launched the powerful X-T50. The Fuji X-T50 is a compelling camera featuring a 40.2 MP, APS-C, X-Trans CMOS 5HR sensor, X processor 5, 7-stop 5-axis image stabilization, and lightning-fast 425-point intelligent hybrid AF. In case you haven't noticed, it boasts the same flagship specs as the X-T5 without any hint of pared-back performance. Fuji's X-T50 retains a similar retro styling to the flagship bodies while hiding a pop-up flash and offering a new film simulation dial. Given the growing popularity of Fuji color science, the film dial allows the quick application of up to 20 film simulations replicating classic Fujifilm stock. At 123.8 by 84 by 48.8 mm, 4.87 x 3.31 x 1.92, and weighing 438 g, 0.97 pounds, it's a little smaller and lighter than the Fuji X-T5. Regardless, it still pairs well with all Fuji X-mount XF lenses, and the larger hand grip is ideal for longer lenses. Number 5. Fujifilm GFX 102. It's time to go big or go home. Let's look at the impressive range of Fujifilm GFX medium format cameras, starting with the Fujifilm GFX 102. In 2016, at the photography trade show Photokina, Fujifilm revealed its move into medium format with the GFX 50S. 2 years later, Fuji returned to Photokina to deliver a further surprise by announcing the development of the GFX 100 with a jaw-dropping 102 MP image sensor. Halfway through 2019, the Fujifilm GFX 100 hit store shelves. It offered unparalleled image resolution combined with Fuji's renowned color science and innovative design. The original GFX 100 was a monolithic camera that measured 156.2 by 163.6 by 102.9 mm, 6.15 x 6.44 x 4.05, and weighed a mighty 1.32 kilograms, 2.91 pounds. Fuji updated the flagship medium format camera in 2023 with the GFX 102. It's a far more manageable camera due to its reduced size of 152.4 by 103.5 by 73.5 mm, 6x 4.07 x 2.89, and weight of 948 g, 2.09 pounds. The extensive, deep grip guarantees stable shooting in any scenario while housing the larger NPW235 battery. The GFX 102 packs a huge GFX 102 MP CMOS 2HS image sensor measuring 43.8 by 32.9 mm and producing exquisite image quality. The flagship GFX offering, the 102, is powered by Fuji's X Processor 5, which ensures fast readouts to either the UHS-2 SD card slot or the Pro-grade CF Express Type-B slot. The increased speed also means a massive boost in autofocus and subject tracking performance, pushing the intelligent hybrid AF, TTL contrast AF/TTL phase detection AF, to new heights. Fuji's emphasis on performance allows for shooting up to 8 frames per second with 102MP RAW files, as well as cropped 8K 30p 4:2:210-bit internal recording. The video recording options are astonishing, with the peak being 4K 60p utilizing the full 102MP image sensor.